Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Luna. Hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Matchbox Mondays. Actual fact is episode 5 of Vintage Matchbox Mondays, and this video is going to be on military vehicles this week, as a good friend of mine who also watches my channel basically asked me if I had any vintage military vehicles at all, as my friend's a big collector of military vehicles. He has everything from Corgi to Britons, some Matchbox and some Dinky, and I said I have some. So this is from my mate Stu, and I hope this is something he'll enjoy. So anyway, we will get straight on with it, and we'll take a look at the few military vehicles I do have. So anyway, the couple that are here in the background, we'll start off with the Stoked, I think. So this is the Matchbox number 28 Stoked, and basically is, as you can see, it says Roll-O-Matic, so it just basically means it has a part that when it rolls, obviously something moves, so it could be a gun turret or a man or whatever, but Roll-O-Matics was quite a popular thing back in the 70s. But I didn't pay a lot for this. I got this and the Weasel from the same place, from an old second-hand shop, whatever you want to call it, and I didn't pay a lot for them. I didn't pay 45p, unfortunately. I think I paid about £5, another £4 or £5 each, because obviously the boxes had seen better days. But saying that, the vehicles are mint, so we'll get it out and take a close look. So let me just get out of this box very quickly, so just bear with me 2 seconds while I just get it out. And here it is. So this is the Stoked, and basically it's a field car, and there you go, there's the Roll-O-Matics bit. So as the wheels spin, the man basically goes round, guy with the binoculars. I think this itself, I think it was 1974 to about 1978 this was produced, and it came in quite a variety of colours. This was the most common colour. It also came in like a yellowy gold colour, and I also think there was a camouflage colour version. I'm not quite sure now, but this is the original, as far as I'm aware of, version, but it is in lovely condition. And these are the sort of cars, you either love them or you hate them. And what I mean by that is, I like them. What I mean is, as a kid, kids destroyed these basically. So it is unusual to find them in really nice condition, especially blistered condition, at the price I paid for them. So there you go, Matchbox Roll-O-Matics, number 28, Stoked, made in England, 1973. So that is the first piece. And then the second one, which I got at the same time, again, another Roll-O-Matics. Unfortunately, didn't pay the 45p, but it is the Matchbox number 73 Weasel. So again, we'll just quickly remove this out of its packaging, 2 seconds, and put the camera down a little bit for this one. And here it is, and this one is pretty cool too. I do like this one quite a lot, and again, this came in a variety of colours. I think this was the first colour. They did do it in a yellowy gold colour, and I do believe again there was another, possibly a camo colour, one of these. I do have another one of these, which I will show a bit later on, a newer version, but again, a Roll-O-Matics. So basically, the turret moves when the wheels go round. It's a little bit on the stiff side because it's basically as new, but again, this is the dark green, military green, I think they call it, version with a turquoise base. And again, this one I believe was 73 to 79 on the original casting, so pretty cool. So that is the Weasel. And then I got this pretty cool piece, which I got. Now, I think I only paid 50p for this in a car boot sale. It was a very lucky find, because again, usually these are missing the gun, or it's snapped off, or the windscreen's broke, and this is all in pretty good condition. And this is obviously the I'm trying to think what number it is now. What number are you? So it is the Matchbox Superfast number 38 Jeep, 1976 copyright. But I think this was produced from about 19 sort of 76. Yeah, about 76 to about 1980 they produced this particular version. But like I said, for what I paid for it, and it is in remarkably good condition. Like I said, there's always this is missing or broke, or this is broke. So this is a nice survivor car. It's an awesome little Jeep. Again, in the military green with the star on the front. And then this next piece, again, this was another cheap piece. I think I paid 50p for this. It's not such a good condition as the other one, but it's still in nice condition. These usually have men missing. Again, the gun is usually bust off. And this is the Matchbox number 54D personnel carrier with 10 soldiers or men, or whatever you want to call it. And this was produced from about 1976 to 1978. And again, they did do this in a few different colours, but this was the main colour. So pretty cool. And I'm not sure if this is a wheel variation. I think it is either that or all the chromes come off, because most of the time these had chromed wheels. But then again, saying that, it doesn't. These might be the black wheeled version. They did do a black wheeled version, and they did do a chrome wheel version. But anyway, pretty cool nonetheless. Then I got a few Battle Kings here, not many. So this is, now I can't remember what's one. This is the half track. Let's have a little look. So this is Matchbox Battle Kings. Yeah, there you go, half track, 1974 copyright. Again, up until about 78, I think this was made. And again, they did this. The rare color to find this in is in a dark blue. This is like a turquoisey colored one, and they also did it in a light green, and I think they did it in a military green as well. But pretty cool, and it still has its tracks, which is unusual. I did repair one, and this one is going to want repairing at some point. And there's like a canopy. I have got the canopy, but I don't know what I've done with it. But I have got it. But again, in really excuse me, really good condition. Again, car boot fine, didn't pay much for it, a couple of quid possibly. And again, it is in lovely survivor condition. And then staying with the Battle Kings theme, we got this really cool hovercraft, which is let's have a little look, Matchbox Battle Kings K105, sorry, hover, is it Raider? But again, pretty cool, 1974 copyright. Don't know much about it, and know they did this in quite a few different colours. So obviously got quite a few moving bits. Got the radar there, and obviously the propeller at the back. So pretty cool. And again, I think I paid about £3 for this. So that's my vintage pieces. Well, saying that, I have shown this before, but I will show it again just because I'm doing military vehicles. But this is one I've got from the Tyco years. And being it's Tyco, it would have been from about, off the top of my head now, I'm trying to think, it would have been from about 92 to about 97. And this has got some really cool vehicles. So here we are. Here is the newer version of the Weasel. Exactly the same, Rollermatics. And this is a really cool piece. And again, it's all metal, which is great. So it hadn't gone cheap, really. It's Tyco is still using a lot of the old castings, which was really good to see. But again, absolutely immaculate. And this isn't doing bad, or one little nick. But this isn't doing bad considering it's from about 90. I'm not sure. Let me do a little quick look what the copyright on the actual packaging is. If I can see a copyright just very quickly. 94 copyright. So 94, 95. So it's 28 years old pretty much. So it's in very good condition. So that is the newer Weasel. And then we got another Jeep, which is obviously a very similar casting, but it's obviously on big wheels. Let's just get the original version in to have a quick scope. So yeah, you can see it is the same casting, it is just on a different base, and obviously has a canopy and a push bar on the front. So it is a pretty cool piece, and again in lovely condition. There you go. But I have shown these a few times before. This is probably my favorite one in this 5-pack, and it is the Hummer. I'm trying to think which one it is now. Let's have a little look. Just says Hummer, but it is the H one, I believe. But pretty cool. Again, it's got the same wheels that they used to put on the convoy trucks, and it has a nice little opening feature on the back, which I've always think is pretty cool. There you go. So that is a particularly favorite piece of mine, and loads of suspension, which is always good to see. And then excuse me, I'm losing my voice slowly. We have, if I can get it out, just bear with me, it is the transporter vehicle, I believe, with this rocket that goes together like that and sits like this. And obviously you take it to pieces, and so pretty cool. And then the last piece, I've got an escapee, is this pretty cool helicopter, which looks like an Apache, I believe, but again, don't hold me to that, as I'm not an expert on these types of things. And I've got glare, can't see, and it says mission helicopter, but pretty cool. So anyway, like I said, that is this week's video. Next week I will be doing some more unboxings from the box that I bought a while back. I've got a couple of really cool pieces and some variations to go with the pieces that I'm going to be unboxing, so stay tuned for episode 6 of Vintage Matchbox Mondays. I hope this has met my mate Stu's requirement. I hope he's enjoyed the military vehicles I do have. I have other military vehicles, but they're by different makers, and obviously I want to keep this to Matchbox. I'm just trying to think of any other channels that have got military vehicles. Who else has got military vehicles? I can't think at the moment. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more vintage pieces, unboxing videos, wheel swaps, customs, restorations, challenge videos, and all that good stuff to come. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching.